Hello everyone, my name is 777 and welcome to Demoncrawl. This is a little different than Inscription, but I decided to do a little bit more than just Inscription, partly because Inscription runs are like an hour and a half for me. So I mean it is like 3 videos for basically one run, but I don't necessarily always have the time to do that. Demoncrawl should be significantly shorter, at least at first. If you don't know about this game, it's basically Minesweeper, but a roguelite. This is the token shop. We'll get to that after we actually get tokens. I have a new message. Oh, it's just a message from the dev team about like new skins and stuff. So I will admit I have played this game a lot on my own. Run normal mode here. Just like in my free time, I've played probably like over 100 hours this game. I've played Minesweeper on my phone a lot, just growing up, and so this game is perfect for me because I love roguelites, and I also love Minesweeper. So we'll explain stuff as the game goes on. So there's going to be masteries, which are like classes. There's going to be different types of chests that you can unlock. Sigils we won't ever worry about, I don't think. But we'll just start with the tutorial, in case you don't know what the game is, which honestly would be kind of weird. I don't know who would click on this if they don't know what it is. So we're going to gather some coins. I did skip those a couple times because those were important, but I'll read this now. Watch out for monsters. Your goal is to open every safe cell while avoiding the ones with monsters. To do this, you must understand your surroundings. Spotting monsters. The cell value indicates the number of monsters in the surrounding territory. If you know where a monster is, right-click to set a flag there. So if you don't know Minesweeper, pretty much this is saying that there has to be one space that's next to it that is a monster. In this case, in normal Minesweeper, it's a mine. So there's only one space that we can't see, so we know that this space has to be a monster. We can now deduce that the nearby cells are safe. Let's open them up. So since this is a 1, it's next to that one. We can open that. This is a 1. It's next to that. We can open that. And same for that one. Wow, you found a chest. Inside you'll find coins or an item. Every stage has 1 or more chests. We'll open that. It's an apple, restores 1 life. We have lives down here. If you take damage, you can heal yourself by eating the apple. Let's open the inventory by pressing the bottom right button. And we can use the apple to heal. Alright, so there's passive items. Operates without your input. Consumable items used once, then removed from inventory. Green background. Magic items gain mana as you open cells. Mana depletes on use. Blue background. Negative passive effects. Red background. Omens. And legendary items. Overpowered passive effects. Overpowered is a bit of a hyperbole. They are good, but I don't know about overpowered. Can only hold 1 legendary item at a time. Yellow background. Ready to finish the stage. Try not to take any damage. The stage is solvable without guessing. So we know that's 1. We know that's 1. I can open that up. You can also... Oh, it tells you right there. If a visible cell has the correct number of flags, you can press it to quickly open all other nearby cells. This is known as courting. Give it a try. So you click on this 1. Opens the cell next to it. You can also right-click cells, and then if there's only the number that isn't revealed next, how do I explain this? That's a bad way. It will flag. Basically, if it's a 2 and there's 2 unopened cells next to it, and you right click it, it'll flag both cells. I don't know why I was trying to explain it in a weird way. Anyway, we finished. That's the tutorial. I wish I did that for 30 tokens. I'm assuming most people know how Minesweeper works. It's a very simple game, but there's like a surprising level of complexity. The unfortunate part of Minesweeper is that it is also very luck based. So there will be runs that we have where there's like literally nothing we can do. We'll probably just die. I'll try to explain things as we go. So the Crucible automatically discharges when you spend coins, so we can't use it. It will like use itself. Gain 1/10 of the coins spent as defense, rounded down. So you'll see that happen when we spend coins. Alright, there's gonna be a lot more explaining than Inscription, because I started at challenge level 80 for Inscription. So I just assumed anyone watching would know what was happening already, since I didn't like start at the base difficulty. But since I'm starting this from the beginning, you know, I might as well actually explain what's happening. Alright, so we actually have to use some more advanced techniques. If you're a new player, this might look random, but if you look over here, this is a 2, which means that, I mean, it has to be next to 2 monsters, but we can't put them there because this is a 1. So the only other space is there. I'll be using that technique a lot. So we can do the same over here. This one of these has to be a monster. So that means that we know this can't be a monster. And then we can just go down the line. One of these has to be a monster, so this is not. Oh my god, text message. Okay, was not my girlfriend. Okay. This 2. One of these has to be a monster, which means this one is not. We can also go over here and open this up. This was a 0, which means that that was a free space. I will try to explain less and less as we go. Especially because I don't know the audience knowledge of Minesweeper. But if you're watching and you want to know more about the game or how Minesweeper works, or want me to explain more or less, please leave a comment. Look at that, I'm asking for viewer engagement. Alright, we went to a shop just so I could show you what it looks like. It is a bad idea to enter shops when you have less than 10 gold, because if you have 10 gold, you will definitely be able to buy something. There will at least be one item that you can buy. But if you don't have anything, then they won't guarantee it. So these are all items, but we can't buy any of them, so I won't even read them. We can't do anything with them. We'll move on to the next stage. We may actually have to split this into multiple videos just because of how many stages it is, which I am just now realizing there's a ton. But we'll see. This has a stage mod on it. At the end of the stage, increase the monster count of all other stages by 2 for each visible monster. So if we open cells and there's like monsters visible, then there will be more monsters in other stages, which is typically bad. Alright, so the corners here are monsters, and we can just chord open the chest. Spawn a random number of chests between the stages, minimum and maximum power. We'll hold on to it. This is up here, this is the power. This means that monsters will do 1 to 2 damage. So we want to save this until the power is higher. Oh, and then this is the timer. This is the number of monsters we have left that are not currently flagged. Like we can unflag that. It goes up. So we know that there's only 4 monsters left. Let's see. Because this is a 2 next to a 1, we know this has to be something. So we can open that, flag that, and chord open that. I mean, I could like speed through everything. I just don't know how to balance explaining versus just doing. Like I could definitely just fly through these. Again, this is a 2 next to a 1. We know this is this is a monster. Over here, we know this has to be something. Or we know we can open that. This 3 next to a 2, we know we can open this. Alright, this is new. So this is a 2. We know that one of these has to be a monster, which means that we can open these. I'm just gonna try to think of things to explain as we go. This is unfortunate. This is possibly random. Treasure chests may contain more valuable items. It's pretty good. I think that might... I don't know if that means more... Oh, we got a new mastery. We'll talk about masteries when we buy them. I don't know if this will mean more legendary items. I think it just means you'll get higher value items earlier on. Alright, so because we opened all that stuff up here, we know that this is not a 50-50. If this was a monster, then this would also have to be a monster, and it notified us. That's too many cells. So we know that this has to be it. We can open everything. You get experience for beating the stage and also for taking no damage. And then as you get experience, you'll get more legendary items and more tokens. And then the tokens are like the that's like the roguelite currency. That's like the currency that you have between runs. We'll go to the item shop now that we have more than 10. Now we have a bunch of options. Grappling hook. Reveal random corner cells until one is opened that has a monster. This is pretty good. Doubles your chance to find legendary and divine items. We don't have any divine items yet. So we might pick this up for more legendary items. And then bronze boots. If you look in here, we have head, body, leg. This is leg armor. It provides a 2 armor. Armor will just prevent damage until it's destroyed. I think I'll pick up the grappling hook and the boot and go on. And I'll just automatically equip the boots. Let's see. Pyro. Flares are my thing. Give me 8 coins and I'll rotate clockwise. When I open a cell, you see what the pyro does. Although I am immediately going to use the grappling hook here, which opened every corner. I got the chest now. Alright, so what I'm really thinking for playing Demoncrawl is that this will be a series where I can just talk more freely about just in general what the big YouTubers would call banter. Just because I don't think it's a game you need to discuss as much. Like Inscription, every turn I'm like talking about the decisions I'm making. And I could do that for Demoncrawl if it is requested of me. Again, comment if you want me to do that. But I don't think I will until I actually get a comment. I explain the basics. I'll talk about some decisions I make. I'll talk about some items. I'll talk about what we're looking for. But that's mostly stuff that will happen when I start unlocking masteries, which are like, again, those are like classes. And those make the game a lot more fun. But until then, I'm pretty much just cruising along, playing Minesweeper. So we got treasure map, increases your chance to find treasure chests. That's a bit of a synergy with the helm. So we'll get more treasure chests, and they will have better items in it. Which is definitely exciting. Alright, so yeah, now I'm just thinking about what I want to talk about. I'm definitely trying to get used to consume passive items. Consume passive items to spawn chest. I don't think we'll use that. I mean, it is a light synergy with helm, but the 3 items I have right now I like, so I'm not gonna get rid of it. I'm not gonna consume anything. And of course, because I talked about that, I completely forgot what I was saying before. Oh, I'm trying to get used to talking to myself. And it's actually way easier than I expected. I mean, the first video, I was like really awkward. We got a quest for commerce. After opening 100 cells without making a mistake, spawn 10 strangers. Strangers are like the pyro. There's a bunch of other kinds. I'll just activate it right now. So in 100 turns, without making mistakes, I believe. Yeah, it'll activate. So we did get a Mastery Ninja, which we'll talk about again when I buy it or play it. It is getting easier to talk about the game. I'm just the tricky part for me right now is actually talking about signs written in another language. Talking about just stuff in general, like non-game stuff, like what do I do to fill the space, you know? Which, I mean, right now it's talk about me, like, getting used to being a YouTuber. We got Hermetic Crystal, gain 30 mana for each damage taken. We don't really have a use for that right now. And then the Priest will remove omens and get rid of negative morality. So we don't have any omens right now. And our morality is currently -2, which I believe is because pyros were killed, and then when pyros die it gives you morality, or negative morality. Or not pyros specifically. When strangers die, you lose morality. This doesn't really affect us right now, so we don't have to pay him to do anything. Whew. I'm also, the thing that for some reason I didn't think about, but I definitely should have, was oh, I got a new mastery. It's Novice 3. Talking a lot makes your voice really sore. I thought I talked a lot in, not a lot, but like talked enough in my everyday life where this wouldn't be a problem. But I guess it's because I'm talking for like hours on end. I don't know if you can hear, but like my voice is like kind of wants to give out a little bit. So that is an unexpected side effect. The Hungry Plant, you can feed it items and then it gives you a reward. So we have to feed it 7 items to get 14 coins. Which would be every single one of our items. It's just not worth it. I don't really use Hungry Plants that often. I'll just use them if I have omens I want to get rid of. Oh yeah, I can scroll in. I never do that, I just... This is as far out as you can scroll, and I don't see why you would ever want to be in this close. This is just like... This makes the map seem way bigger than it actually is. Like, look at this. It's like... not big at all. But then this is like kind of claustrophobic. Oh, look at that. We leveled up, so we unlocked our first legendary, which is Appetizer. Restore 1 life whenever you spend at least 5 coins. I don't think Appetizer is very good, but it's like a low-level legendary. So something I've been doing is leaving shops open because we haven't had enough money. But I'm actually going to keep going because our, you can't see it on here, our status effect is going to activate, and we want money to actually do things with the strangers. Oh, I didn't read the stage mod. Communist, you must pay 5 coins to open your inventory. So we just need to make sure we don't open our inventory. Here it's not as straightforward. We'll put one there, and because we know one of these is a monster, we can open these 3. Alright, this turned out to be pretty easy actually. Oh god, I got a bunch of strangers now. Level 3 masteries gain 1 charge each stage. We'll talk about that when we actually get to masteries. I'll just quickly... I think that's everything I can do just easily. Alright, so we have 26 coins for a magic item. Restore 6 lives, we don't need. Hungry Plants, we don't need. So we might actually do treasure chests just because we have, shit, I forgot about that. Alright, I'll try not to open my inventory again. We have, the helm. Speaking of which, I might treasure pouch right now. I think I will. That definitely paid out. I'll just open all of these. For a number of turns equal to the sum of target visible 3x3 area, you can power cord any cell that has an aura. So we don't have anything that puts auras on cells yet, so this doesn't really have a use. Also, we don't really want to use it because it's in our inventory. Chromatic boots. Unfortunately, we'll have to replace our boots to use this. Every 30 turns, fortify by 1 if you just clicked on a cell with a value equal to the number of stage mods. These are definitely better than the boots we have now, but again, we don't want to open our inventory to equip them. Friendly Mimic. Your chests are strong familiars. You can still open them. It's actually really good. So a familiar is something that will move around the screen, and a normal familiar will die when it opens, when it runs into a monster, but strong familiars will kill the monster and then keep moving. So we'll actually leave these 3 chests here to just move around the screen and kill monsters for us. Speaking of familiars, mercenaries, you give them money and they'll turn into familiars. So this guy has 1 coin, and then he's a familiar, and it actually explains familiars right there. They pick up loot too. This familiar is also strong enough to kill monsters. Okay, so mercenaries are strong familiars as well. I'm gonna activate the other one too. Alright, the mage will cast a magic item at a random location. Kunai kills a visible monster, so we don't want to use the mage. He's selling God Potion. Oh, gain 1 revive. That's pretty good, but we don't have enough to buy it. So we don't have enough to buy magic items from him anymore, so I think we'll just activate treasure chests twice, just because they're familiars. These might not be familiars, I guess. These are green. These are not. I'll open a... Okay, so these aren't familiars for some reason. Probably because they were on the screen when we picked up the item. So we'll just open these, I guess. We got money, and yellow dye. You will only find legendary items until you gain a legendary item. That's pretty good. I'll probably use this after we finish the stage so we don't lose the gold. Yeah, we'll keep going. That one's there. This we can open. I think this we can open. Alright, we should be... Okay, the familiars are doing jack all. Finally, they're killing things. That we can open up. That is a monster. Okay, we're getting some traction now. But yeah, so recording has been... We got an achievement for, I guess, for killing monsters. Recording has been going really well. I've actually been really enjoying it so far. I am worried about Demoncrawl. I mean, Demoncrawl isn't very popular on YouTube at all in general, but I really enjoy the game, and you know, maybe someone will click on it. And again, I'm at the point right now where if I get a single view, I finished it. I didn't even realize. We got another mastery, which we'll talk about once we buy it. And now that the stage is finished, we'll open all the chests. It's another yellow dye. It's something that we'll talk about when we use it. We got gold. I may purchase... Well, no, we can go to shops after this, so I won't buy random items. So we got some extra experience because we skipped 3 shops. And then we also got some experience for getting an achievement. So I think we leveled up again. Yeah. And we'll go back and shop now. We'll also open this up. And I'll probably save the boots until this is destroyed. And I might use a yellow dye in the next stage. I just want to shop first. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't remember what I was saying. I keep like starting like a little bit of discussion about something, and then I gotta talk about the game again. Anyway, I guess we'll go back to talking about we'll go back to not talking about the game once we're done shopping. Alright, so whetstone. Favor all weapon items. Whenever you gain a weapon, you can power chord any cell for 5 turns. Then power chords down the bottom. When you fully and correctly solve a cell by chording, which again is like clicking in the cell to like open nearby ones, reveal nearby cells and kill any monsters within. Power chord is really powerful, so I'm gonna pick up whetstone. Lantern, glean hidden cells in target 3x3 area. Glean is pretty good. Basically, it tells you the value of the cell without opening it. So like it'll say like the numbers of each cell, and cells with monsters in them can still have like a value. So you maybe won't necessarily know if it has a monster or not. We'll talk about glean if I buy this. And this is randomly reveals 1 to 3 monsters. I don't love either of these, so I'll leave and go to another shop. Enchanting rune. Magic items will trigger an extra time. We have 3 magic items right now. Crucible we don't really care about. Grappling hook doesn't do anything. And elemental knuckles doesn't do anything until we get elements, so this isn't useless. Spawn a saw blade and target empty cell and set its lifespan to the length of your chain. Oh my god, there's so many new concepts to introduce. Saw blades will bounce around the screen and destroy objects and then blow up. Your chain is like the number of times you click on cells with the same number. And then wishing coin. Guarantees 3 wish pools per stage. You may right click to throw this item into a wish pool, increasing its charges by 5. I think we'll pick this up. Because this can give us more gold. I'll talk about wishing pools when we go to the next stage. We'll leave this open until we get more gold. So this will have the cryptic mod. Cells with a value of 4 or greater are obscured. This is really hard. So we will try to push through that one. And now I'll use yellow dye. Feral fibers gain minions equal to the current stage's minimum power, which is 2. Minions are consumable items that you can use to reveal a cell, or solve a cell, not reveal, solve a cell, or when you take damage it will be destroyed, and damage will be prevented. Let's see, this is a wish pool. Every time you open 30 cells without making a mistake, the value will increase by 1. This will restore life, so we don't care about it. Now we'll just open some stuff. And again, we'll leave the chest until the end of the stage. Whew. Man, I'm talking more during this than Demoncrawl, or not Demoncrawl, during Inscription. I'm talking more during this than Inscription, because in Inscription, I have to like stop to think about what I'm actually doing. And in this one, it's like mindless to me, like I can just do it. That's a bit of a problem. So again, cells of 4 or greater are obscured, so these could be 4, 5, 6. I guess technically 7 as well. And we won't know. This right here, we can open these. Gain 1 minion. We may throw the coin in this to get a bunch of minions. Alright, that's good. The familiar is doing good stuff. This will be more minions. But yeah. I am worried about Demoncrawl not doing that well. But hey, you know what? Nothing will do well for me right now. So, hey, might as well just play what I enjoy. Remember to activate your consumable items. Wow, thanks. I sure will remember that. So it says the wish pool shimmers with light. That's when it the value of it increases. This is a 3. We know this is a 4 because it has to be a 4 or greater, so we can actually just put that there. Let's see. This run is going well. I don't think we will lose this one. This is normal difficulty. Normally I play on hard, so I'm probably just gonna power through normal. There's a PvP Demoncrawl mode, So that's definitely something I might do if, let's say, if anybody watches this video for like longer than a minute. I'll throw in a little arena mode, because why not? This one's a bit of a problem. I think I'll just activate this so I can see the number. It's a 3. So we know that this is open. We know that we can do this one. Let's see. We could probably do grappling hook. Alright. So that's a 2. That may have been enough information to finish. It was not. Okay. There's a 50-50 here. So we have a couple options. I think I'll just use a minion, which will solve a random cell. So solving is like, it will flag a cell that has a monster in it, like that. So now we can open all of those. Now that we're done, we'll pop this other wish pool and we'll open all the chests. Big wallet, shops of 3 extra items. That is not amazing. We got chromatic boots again for some reason. Hellstone chestplate. Fortify by 3 whenever you gain an omen. I don't see us getting omens. I mean, obviously, we have almost a full inventory of no omens. But I'll just equip it. We haven't gotten a weapon yet. We got a bunch of experience. We leveled up. We got a new avatar. It's thrilling. Oh, we also got daily missions. So this daily mission is spend 30 tokens, which we'll easily do. Then it'll give us 5 tokens back. It's not the best, but it's basically a 5 token discount. All right, we'll keep moving on here. This 3. So this is interesting. Well, first of all, we can do stuff over there. So this 3, we know that. How do I explain this? Okay, so we can't do 2 next to each other because of these 1s. I mean, we could do those, but we can't put 2 next to the 1s. So we know 1 has to go here, and then the problem over here is that there also has to be 1 over here. So we know that this has to be a monster. And then we also know that this is a free cell, and this one is as well. I like 3s on corners because that happens. But we'll go back over here where stuff is a lot simpler. Whew. My voice is like really sore from talking. I'm hoping me talking about like not just the game will possibly spark maybe a little bit more viewership, but we'll see. Because I'm right now as a new YouTuber, this is like this. I have to think about it for a second. Really anything, like any sort of viewer engagement is just like amazing to me. It is like, it's like Christmas morning. Like I don't even need to get likes. Right now I'm at the point. It just says Shade was here. Fantastic. Where this might be a problem. We may have to open one of the chests. Oh no, we have this right here. Alright, we're alright. Or even if someone views my video for like longer than just like clicking on it and leaving, I'm ecstatic. Like that is the best feeling in the world right now. Use this 3. Of course, because I'm also a new YouTuber, that doesn't really happen that often. And I'm trying to like look at tips online about how to like build your channel early on, but a lot of them are like weird. It's just like spam. Oh, okay, I'll talk about this real quick. We got pathfinding. Pathfinding will open 3% of the cells, which it's a 7 cells for this stage, at the end. So if I have 7 open cells, it'll just automatically open them. Including any monsters that are in there, it'll just automatically flag. So pathfinding is really nice. On this one, those are both lives. That's just money. We'll talk about this for a second. So this is a spawner, which is definitely something I could have used. They recently changed spawners. It used to like lock like sections of your inventory, like you couldn't use it. But now it just has a 10% chance to break each time you use it. So what it'll do is it'll just keep making mercenaries, and then there's a 10% chance that when you click on it, it just kills all of the mercenaries. So it's definitely way more fun to use than just like completely ruining your inventory. I just forget to use them sometimes because I'm used to the old way. Oh, leveled up again. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah, the tips that they would give you. Oh my god, there's so many items now. Alright, I hope you forgive me for not reading every single item here because my voice is dying, and just looking at this makes me just so sad. Alright, we're gonna pick up Cudgel because it's a weapon, so this will give us power cord. And it says right here, the whetstone activated. And again, the Cudgel will kill hurt strangers. I'll just buy or read what I buy. I think there's another shop, so I think I'm gonna leave this. I don't love anything there. Yeah, there was another one. We can't get those. These are not. These are actually much worse. I guess I'll buy this guild bond for 25 seconds. Whenever you spend coins on a stranger, gain a soul. Souls will increase your life by 1, your max life. So yeah, I'll buy that. What is it, for 25 seconds? I'll wait and see what strangers are in the final stage. There's 2 stage mods. Monsters deal extra damage equal to the number of other visible monsters. So if we make a couple of mistakes, that could be bad. Then aching. Whenever you make a mistake, increase the maximum power of all other stages, which doesn't matter, it's the last stage. Every 50 cells you open without making a mistake, it decreases the maximum power of all other stages. Aching is typically pretty good, but it's the last stage, so it doesn't like mean anything. Whew. I'll just like take a break for a second from talking. The other thing. Wait, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, the tips. A lot of things I see online are like spam stuff in your tags, or like what was it? Was like, I'm trying to remember what it was. It was great. This is a great time for me to forget what I was talking about. Wow. I just can't. I'm sure you guys will soon realize my memory is dog shit. So I'm just gonna sit here and think for a couple seconds. The monsters were killed because we had we could power cord any cell. This is like really stressing me out that I can't remember this. Oh, it was fill your description with like a bunch of random shit. Like basically fill your description to like almost the max capacity, just with like random like factoids, like your social media, details about the game, obviously. But then there's like talk about like your build and stuff. I don't know if like cramming your description full of just nonsense actually increases viewership. So I might try that, but it just feels weird to do, you know? Whew. My voice is unhappy with me. So we're having a bit of a problem here. I mean, we can do the 3 trick here by opening these. See, we can't see what this is. I'll just open this so we can see it, which helped a little bit. I guess we can use grappling hook, which let us do this. So we know that these have to be monsters because only one can be there. Alright, that was all. Again, we can't power cord because there's no, there's nothing with auras. What we can do, is we can use a minion, and then we can use this for 3. Didn't it give me 3 minions? I guess 1 dropped because it didn't count as leaving my inventory yet. Also, I just realized I should have thrown my wishing coin into the pathfinding wish pools. This is the cell that the minion solved for us, which is not helpful. I think I'll just use minions until it opens up something that helps us. Alright, there we go. Whew. I'm trying to think of other things to talk about. Because my flow, my banter flow is just, it's not developed yet. I'm like a newborn learning to talk, except I'm a 20-year-old man learning to talk by myself without any, without another half of a conversation. Oh, I just clicked on that by accident. Oh, I don't know what that did. So my girlfriend is visiting. She visits a lot. So we go to different colleges. She lives back in my hometown, and I would go to college 4.5 hours away. I think it's 4.5 hours. And she drives 4.5 hours, essentially every weekend to see me. Which is insane. I feel extremely guilty about it. I mean, I don't even want to talk about the... Okay, so right there, the pathfinding finished the stage. We got another mastery. We didn't even need to activate the mercenary. Let's just open the chest. Pick up hearts at full life to gain 1% pathfinding, which I will do to get a ton of pathfinding. Which you'll see right there is at 8%. It's truly thrilling. I don't think there's anything else I can do to get more pathfinding, so I'll just open that up. I'll turn him into a familiar, why not? I think I'll unlock a bunch of stuff when I finish this, so I'm going to finish my thought. I can't even remember what it was. It's about my girlfriend. I feel really horrible about the amount of money she spends on gas. Like, she's driving 4.5 hours every week. Like, it's just absolutely absurd. Like, she has to fill up her tank pretty much the start of the week. Like, not the start of the week. Like, when she leaves to drive up here, and then when she leaves to go back, and then she also has to fill up her tank, like, when she gets back, basically, like, almost, like, right away. It just, I feel so horrible about it. Like, it's so much money. I mean, it is extremely sweet, though, and I love having her up here. I mean, she is transferring here, too, next year. So this isn't, like, a permanent problem. It's just a temporary problem. Oh, we got some experience for completing the quest there. And we also got a shit ton of experience for, probably the achievements. Maybe just completing the quest. So at level 9, so we got a new, avatar. Alright, so the quest complete. We finished Glory Days on normal. This is our score. Doesn't really matter that much. I guess high scores matter if you're going for high scores. We got like a bunch of masteries, I think. We got a new legendary item too, cornucopia. If you were injured, loot may drop and sell to the value greater than 0. That's pretty good. We got the next quest unlocked. We got a ton of stuff in our codex, which we can just mark them all as seen. And then we can just change our avatar to the horse. We'll actually do this real quick. So you'll unlock like paints and like these hollow effects as you play. I just have them on random. I just like, oh shit. I will also have this on random. These are different inventories, I guess. I don't know why it's showing up like that. It seems like a bit of a problem. We'll just ignore that one. You can change how your chest looks too, but it's really confusing because changing how your chest looks will change. It's based on like special chests that you unlock later, which we'll talk about when it actually starts happening. So it gets kind of confusing. So we won't do this, but we will change the paint and the effect. We should also do that for the inventory things. I don't know why. Oh wait, it's fine now. These are like a bunch of different inventories. Right now we just have the default of everything. There's emotes too, which you can use emotes for the arena. And again, I'm gonna choose random paint, random effect. Just like having it on random. And we'll probably change our profile as we go because I don't know, I'm a cosmetics person. I guess now that we've played one quest, hold up. Why is this not unlocked? Oh, you may purchase this quest from the token shop. Never mind. I will go and purchase that. So we'll go to the token shop in a second to show you what that's about. First, I'll show you classic mode. This is essentially just Minesweeper. You can change the size of the board, how many mines are in it. You can choose the background. I won't ever play classic mode because that's not the roguelite. It's just Minesweeper. I enjoy the roguelite aspect of it. This is the arena. It's currently in beta. So it's in season 1. As you get R, I think that's like your rank, I guess, or like wins kind of. You'll unlock profile pictures. We'll talk more about arena as we get as we continue. I know there's an auto sweeper, which is like it automatically solves the board for you. And then there's manual, which you have to solve yourself. You can also play with friends, which is fun. I probably won't ever do that. I don't know anybody that plays this game other than me. There's prize boxes, which are like when you win, you get those. You can change the signs and stuff. You can change your emotes, which are in here. And then there's your stats, which is just that. I do have Arena Plus, which lets me interact with this stuff more because I want to support the developers, the development team. Alright, that's Arena. Codex is just everything you have in the game. We'll talk about the codex when we start getting like the favorite items and stuff. And like when we can start crafting. Oh, that's going to take a while. And then finally there's the token shop, which we entered at the start of the video. There's a couple different categories. There's upgrades, masteries, items, avatars, inventories, and holographs. Holographs? I guess holographics. I won't ever purchase the customizable stuff. Or I guess I shouldn't say that. I will purchase this stuff after I purchase like all of the actual gameplay mechanics. Because I like 100% in games, and actually some of these are like actually pretty cool. Like the zombie and the bones. The sunflowers reminds me of Plants vs Zombies. Live Rodent Yeti. I actually really like these. Voodoo Steve. Blob, just Blob. But you can unlock these other ways too, which we'll talk about when that happens. There's a lot of, we'll talk about that later in this video, but it's just not like pertinent right now. Alright, so in the upgrade section, right now we can just buy quests, which I'll just immediately buy the second quest. The story must go on. You can also buy EXP boosts, which only last for 10 stages. I won't ever use these. My girlfriend is here, so I'm going to wrap up really quick. Favor slots, we're going to ignore for now. Token years increases your chance to find tokens. We'll ignore for now. We're just going to buy these. And I said we'll talk about them when I unlock these, but it's a change of plans because my girlfriend is here. And we'll talk about these when I actually play them, which I apologize for just buying them in front of you, but she texted me multiple times because she needs to pee really bad. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this video up really quick. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.